welcome back. Hope you've been happy, healthy, and safe. Today we are going to do another pick your card reading. We'll tap into the current energies you have going on right now, and then we will see what's challenging you, perhaps what your potential is, the current outcome, should you stay on your path and change nothing. And then spirit advice to get to your potential path, a surrender card, and then messages from the universe, like I like to do. Okay, so we will call in your guides and your angels first, your higher self, anybody who has a message for you today, and clear the energies, and then we will get into reading one. Timestamps will be down below. Check those out. If you do not want to join me for pile one, you can pick 2 or 3. Okay, tapping into pile 1, please, spirit. Calling in angels, guides, higher selves, anybody who has a message for pile 1 today, please. Let's do that one again. Alright, sounds good. Okay, so please, spirit, please tell YouTube readers what they need to hear today. What does YouTube readers need to hear? Or readers. I always say readers. I am the reader. What do the YouTube viewers need to hear today? Mind you, I bet you there's probably a few readers that watch my channel. Okay? And saying that, intuition comes out. Okay? And okay. Alright, so your current energy right now, you are in the awaiting game, okay? There's something you're waiting on at this time. If you can see that card, I'll move my finger there. There. Okay, something you're waiting on in regards to a partnership of some sort. Now, this does not have to be a romantic partnership. It could be partnership with friend, family, co-worker, a business, something like that, right? You're waiting for something to grow. You're kind of, it looks like you're in a good position. If you can see, he's standing kind of higher up on a position here. So you're in a good position for whatever this is to grow. But right now you are in the energy of the waiting game. Okay, your current challenge is your intuition. Okay, your current challenge is trusting your intuition on this matter. Okay, this door, if you can see, it's about to open. So there is something about to open for you. You just have to trust. Okay, your potential outcome is material and spiritual prosperity. Okay, so this is your potential. I am feeling after you need to heal certain things, this is where you will be, okay, if you take the advice from spirit. Okay, let's find out what your current outcome is if you don't change anything, okay? Let's see, what is your current outcome if you don't change anything? Okay, well, your current challenge is your power. Okay. You got the solar plexus card, relates to power, it relates to courage, it relates to strength, it relates to all that kind of stuff. So your current path right now, if you change nothing, your power could be affected. Now, take this how it resonates. Either way, it could be affected negatively or positively, but that depends on you, okay? On how you view your situations right now. Do you view your situations with a half empty kind of view, or do you view your situations as a half full kind of view? Are you positive about the situation or negative? About the situation, and that will really determine how you hold your power on your current path in the future. Okay, let's see what Spirit has to say, some advice that you need. Actually, you know what? Let's see what you're waiting on. Let's get some energies on what you're actually waiting on, some clarity. Let's do that. Okay? Let's see what you might be waiting on. Oh, well, that's interesting. So for some of you, it is a romantic partnership. You are waiting on your one great big love. Partnerships, but it feels like you have to heal certain things first, and that is in regards to, you're not trusting your intuition. Let's see what else. There is beautiful uncaging here. When you do finally arrive at that point in your love, there will be new beginnings, and this will unlock structure for you. Now, for some of you, I am feeling this is business related. You're gonna unlock, financial, material success here. Especially with the material and spiritual prosperity, okay? For some of you, others of you, you are waiting for that one great big love in your career. You're trying to find that perfect balance. In this card, I think it's between creativity. I'm picking up some of you are musicians, artists, creators of some sort, and there's a link there that you need to follow your intuition in order to get this great big love, okay? Also, you need to, when you excuse me, I need a drink. When you follow your intuition towards what it is you actually love, what actually you want to create for your future, that's gonna help you moving forward as well, right? Because if you love something, to do something, or you put extra creativity, or you put your heart into it, because the heart came out twice, your chances are you're gonna do better at it, and that will help you move forward to create the material and spiritual prosperity that you actually want. Okay, what else do you have to do? Yeah, just like I said. So follow your passions, your desires. Live your soul, not your role. Okay, so live in the energy of your creativity, your passion. Live with passion. Okay, live with a desire and a goal of where you actually want to be in like 5 or 10 years. Okay, and then you have choose your friends wisely. A lot of people are getting this seems to be an overall energy where a lot of people are releasing certain relationships and stuff from their life and bringing in more fulfilling, more rewarding, more supportive relationships. Okay, so if you don't want to live in lack mentality, don't surround yourself by people who are always seem to be in lack. Their life is always in turmoil. They never know what they want to do. Maybe they have addictions or things that just drag you down. You don't have to surround yourself around those people. You can choose your friends more wisely. And sometimes that means being alone. And you know what? That's okay too. Alone might be a little bit boring, but you know what? Alone lets you actually do the inner work and the healing that you need to get to this material and spiritual prosperity, right? Sometimes you need to be alone with yourself and uncomfortable with yourself for a little bit. And that's a sign right there. If you're uncomfortable with yourself, being by yourself, there's a sign that you probably need a lot of healing, because and especially if you look down on people that are by themselves and are very comfortable within their own skin, and you think, oh, they're alone, or they're whatever, they're no good, they're this, they're that. Keep in mind that if you are uncomfortable with yourself, being by yourself, with your own thoughts, you have a very difficult journey ahead of you, because it means you have things you don't want to face in your own skin. You need others' validation. You need other people to be around to tell you what you want to believe or what you should believe. And that's not a good thing. You need to really focus and be in your own energy and find out what it is you are passionate about, what you want, what your goals are, what your heart truly desires. And if that means being alone to do that, then that's okay to do that. You know, choose those friends wisely, right? And then look forward. Be grateful for every moment that you have, and look forward, but don't live in the future. Do you know what I mean? Be present in the present moment, but do look at where it is you want to go. So have an idea of where it is you want to be, 5-10 years down the road, but don't live there. Don't there's another element popping into my head is live in the moment. So if you're heading towards a certain goal, act as though for the future, where you want to be in 10 years or 5 years, then live in the moment now like you already have it. You know what I mean? But don't just dream about it and wish for it and whatever. Try and create that reality for yourself now, if that makes any sense to you. Okay? And then you have saying no is very important for you to say no to, again, certain people, certain situations, things that just aren't resonating with your heart anymore. Or let's say you are a musician and you're being offered a certain amount for a contract, let's say, for your compilations or whatever, but you think you deserve more, but people around you, they're like, no, just take it, whatever. First of all, know your worth. Be open to honest criticism as well, but if you truly believe in your heart that you're worth more than everybody's telling you you're worth, then you are worth more than everybody's telling you you're worth. And it's okay to say no and hold out for what it is you actually want. Okay? Remember, what is yours will never pass you by. Okay? What isn't yours, you might get what isn't yours, but in the end, it never really truly makes you happy. So again, go with your feels. If an offer's on the table and you think, oh, I'm worth more than this, but yet in your heart it's not, it's feeling really good, the offer that's being presented to you, it feels really good, but you're in your head being like, no, I'm worth more than that, and you're on your ego self. Pay attention to that, because that's also an intuition of what is meant for you, right? Because you might be resisting what's meant for you. So I know that's almost like a mixed message there, but just trust what you know to be real and true to you, and then don't be afraid to say no and set boundaries. Okay, let's get some more advice from these guys here. Okay, yeah. You got bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. Don't be meek. Don't let people tell you you feel a certain way or you should act a certain way. If be yourself. That's really, and that'll help you heal as well, and just it'll light that inner light within you. Okay, it'll bring about those new beginnings after you make a decision to heal. Okay, let's get a surrender card and then a message from the universe, and we'll leave that reading there. Yeah, I think so. Because that, if you take the advice from Spirit, not only will you remain in your power, but this material and spiritual prosperity will be yours, okay? Let's get message, surrender message. What does pile 1 need to surrender for their highest and best good? Yeah, you need to surrender stress again, with the power by worrying about the waiting on a decision that's outside your control. It's creating stress for you. Um, it doesn't do you any good. So just surrender that. And then take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you built up in your body. Let the stress go and come back to your center. So it's very important, right? To de-stress, to do things that make you happy. Yeah, to really, if you have to go take a walk, if you have to, whatever, just do things that make you happy, right? If people don't make you happy, then obvious. If a job doesn't make you happy, those are things you need to start listening to move forward, which will bring you into that material and spiritual prosperity, right? By not resisting your own intuition, basically. Not listening to yourself, your inner guidance. Okay. Now, message from the universe. Let's take this one. Limitations inspire innovations, with the 52. So going back, and I don't know why I keep going back to musician, because there's probably somebody who's very musical who connects with my readings. This is coming forward to me saying your past limitations, use those as inspiration. So, if you're, say, a songwriter, for instance, use the things in your life that maybe held you down or you gave your power away. Use those, turn that into power. Okay? Turn that into your inspiration. Turn that into something that will create change. Okay? And then again, with the contracts thing, I mean, if you believe that you deserve more, but maybe you've limited yourself in the past by accepting less, don't just accept that limiting offer, right? Accept what you deserve. Okay? Alright. Okay, so we will leave pile 1 there. Good luck to you. So much love and light. And take care until next time. Alright. Okay. Finder, where did you go? You were there. You are there. Okay, let's use, we're going to move on to pile 2, but let's use these guys. I haven't used these guys in a while, so we're going to use these ones for you. Okay, and then let's see. Let's see which clarifiers for your energy. Let's use let's use these ones. Fuck it. Okay. Alright. We got organized here now. Alright, pile 2. Calling in YouTube viewers, pile 2. Spirit guides, angels, guardians, higher selves, Anyone who has a message for them today. Okay, pile 2. Oh, hello. Okay. I'm hearing I'm hearing they're saying to me, chugga chugga chug 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 choo choo. um so that could be a sign. Maybe there's a train, or maybe there's a song, or maybe there's a child playing choo choo train. I don't know, or show. I don't know. Take that out. Resonates. That might be a sign for you. Weirdest things come through in my readings. The weirdest things I channel. Okay, anyways, pile 2. What do you have to say to pile 2? What is their current energy? Okay, Queen of Wands. What is their challenge? What is their challenge, please? Challenge is 2 of Cups upside down and 9 of Wands upside down. What is their potential? Jeez Louise. Your potential. Ooh. Potential is the Knight of Wands and current. Okie dokie. Okay, alright, so you are currently in your Queen of Wands energy. It feels like you're pretty content. Right, this content, you're looking towards positivity. You're owning your power. It does feel like there is someone around you, because this bird is holding a stick, right? That it's wants to present to this cougar or whatever it is. However, now crows to me are messengers. So it feels like there's a message maybe someone is holding on to, not letting you hear the message yet. Okay? Okay, what is challenging you right now? You got these 2 in reverse. You got the 9 of Cups in, or 9 of Wands in reverse, and then you got the 2 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so it is possible that there's some sort of partnership that is challenging you at this time. It does feel, with the 9 of Wands, it does feel like it could possibly be it feels almost like someone did something. There's a fox behind this porcupine. It feels almost like you were the porcupine. You threw your quills to block this fox that was doing something sneaky, is kind of what this feels like. but you didn't quite get the quills in there. So somebody was doing something sneaky behind your back, it feels like. You did block it, it feels like. This is your challenge. You did block it. And it's to do with a partnership. Okay, let's see. What is your potential energy is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so the Wands energy is Aries, Leo, Sag energy, and it's about taking risks, it's about travel, it's about your career, it's about your goals, it's about things like that. So you have the potential to hold your Knight of Wands energy within whatever the situation is. Okay, it feels like that's your potential. However, your current path, if you just do nothing and you just stay on your current path, you do have the High Priestess upside down. Okay, and in this picture there's a bat, and bats I have two bats living in my umbrella. They've been there for 7 years. Well, one has been there for 7 years, one's been there for about 3 years. Anyway, bats fly around my yard and they eat up all the mosquitoes and all the things, all the pests, all the things that want to get to me. Okay? Or eat my flowers, or, all the things just that want to drain me or suck, like mosquitoes. They want to suck the life out of you, right? And bats run around and they eat those things. Okay. So your current challenge right now, because this came upside down, is it's like there's something that is sucking the energy out of you. This is how I'm reading this. You're on the path right now. If you don't do anything to change the trajectory of your path, there's something that is sucking the life out of you. Okay, is how I'm reading this. Okay, it is possible, because he's hanging on the moon here, this bat. It is possible that at nighttime something is especially sucking the life out of you. So maybe you're around someone at night. That drains you. It's possible. Or it is possible, looking at this from a different perspective here, it is possible it just, that's what I am picking up. I am picking up that. Okay. And maybe something needs to be illuminated to you too with the moon. Because moon, maybe it's only partially illuminated to you at this time. Okay, it does with the Nine of Wands. This could be to do around your career. However, it could be involving taking a risk. It could be something is blocking you, okay, from taking a risk, or it's something you need to put an end to, or you have recently put an end to, and this is challenging you in some way. Okay, so what do you need to do in order to get your Knight of Wands, because you really do, you want to end up in this energy. You want to have your career goals or your goals. You want to reach your goals, okay? And it does, there is an element here of taking a risk to achieve those. And I think this is a badger in this picture, and badgers are pretty fierce. They're, so I'm getting, there's an element here of your potential of going after what you want fiercely, okay? What do you need to do in order to reach that? Okay, hostilities. You have to release hostilities. I feel like, so someone did you sneaky, someone did you dirty, okay, with the fox and the porcupine there. You did block this. You were successful at blocking whatever this was. It probably affected partnerships and things like that. However, now there's a bit of conflict here. So in the 31, so there's something that you need to communicate, or you have to look at the way you communicate these hostilities. So instead of going into these hostilities with this prickly approach, and creating conflict and an arrest for you, you want to go in and communicate with new beginnings that will create structure for you to get to this, okay? And again, there's a moon in this one, so something needs, either something was illuminated to you or something, yes, something was illuminated to you, because this moon is full. And this moon is like a quarter moon, right? So I feel like by having these hostilities and things like that, this is, if you hold on to that, you're just going to continue to have the life sucked out of you, okay, is how this is coming across to me. Okay, what else will help you? Yeah, and you got another moon in this. There's another moon behind her, but there's also a horse, which represents courage, strength, freedom. There's something you need to free yourself from, and that could be these hostilities, okay? You need to muster the courage to purify yourself, it says, and shamanic journey. So maybe you have to go on a shamanic journey. Maybe you have hostilities within you and you don't even know what they are, right? And maybe they're affecting your partnerships and things like that. In any regard, there needs to be a new way of communicating what it is you want to people, okay? And then you have the portal, infinite mind, awaking consciousness with new beginnings. So by taking a look at how you maybe deal with certain things, or why you attract this sneaky energy in the first place, which creates hostilities for you. Maybe you need to awaken and change your perspective, again with the bat, changing your because it came upside down, so changing perspective. Maybe you need to look at certain things in a different way, because I'm getting an energy here of everybody's against you. No one understands you, but there's a feeling here of you don't understand yourself. So you're putting it on to everybody else as they don't understand you. They don't understand your feelings. They don't understand your pain. They don't understand the things you've been through. It's all about you. Like you. You're very. I'm getting, and Queen of Wands. Wands also. You could be an Aries, Leo, Sag yourself. I'm getting like very selfish energy from this. Okay. You're, and male or female doesn't really matter. There's something like, there's a feeling here of it's never your fault and you never own up to your own mistakes. Okay. Now take this how it resonates. Now there's a fine line here. Now, if you're being blamed for something and you really didn't do it and it really isn't your fault, and you say, no, I didn't do this, and you get defensive about it because you really didn't do it, that's one thing. That's, I mean, everybody. But if you are always, and even if you are in the wrong, you refuse to admit your wrongdoing in it. So now let's, that's the element I get here, is like myself, I'll stand up and become defensive about certain things that I know I didn't do. But then there's other times when it's like, oh yeah, somebody points something out, it's like, yes, I am in the wrong. So I apologize for those things. I'm not defensive about it. I truly do apologize for those things. But the energy I'm picking up here is you don't. You're always right. You're never wrong. Right? So there needs to be an element here of releasing that, and maybe this reading is bringing that forward to your conscious mind, that, wait a second, maybe I am like that, right? Because I don't think, whoever I'm connecting with, I'm thinking you don't actually realize that you do this. Okay, and it's nothing to be ashamed about. Don't beat yourself up for being this way. But it's about changing your perspective on how not only you show up to yourself, but how you show up to other people, right? And that will actually help you to move into this energy. And it's okay to be fierce, and it's okay to be passionate about the things you want. That's okay. It's just in how you actually come across doing it. But if you stay on the current path and you don't take this healing, this advice that Spirit is giving you, this High Priestess, you will be in this energy draining, suck the life out of you kind of. And maybe you are the one that sucks the life out of everybody else, right? Because you're never wrong. That's a tough place to be. That's a tough place to be. And I'm not gonna say that, in the past on my healing journey, maybe, I had a lot of ego and stuff like that. Maybe I was like that too. I'm not gonna say that I wasn't. In fact, you know what? I'm not gonna say I wasn't, because I was. Let's be real about this. But that's part of your healing journey. It's okay, and you're allowed to forgive yourself for being that way in the past. You just need to forgive yourself, first of all, forgive others, apologize to others, admit your wrongdoing when you were wrong, right? And carry on forward and work every day to be a better person than you were yesterday. And if people want to hang on to that and still be sneaky behind your back and do you dirty, then let them, right? It almost feels though like nobody actually was sneaking around or behind your back or anything like that, but it feels like you think they were, so you put up blocks to them because of this. This is kind of how it feels to me. And then your next advice card is Bright Heart Light. Open connections with the new beginnings and forever. Okay, so I feel like deep down you have a heart of gold, but it feels like you put up so many barriers. You don't let people in. You don't let people see that bright light within you because you have this just energy sucking just comes to my mind, and it's like you bombard everybody with your problems. You don't see the good in it, or you don't see your fault in the situation. You're just like, everybody did this to me, this to me, this to me, this to me, and you're not actually viewing the fact that it's for this reading. I want to say it's actually you. It's actually you. So there definitely needs to be a change in perspective here. Okay? There definitely needs to be a change in perspective. Right? Yeah. Definitely needs to be a change in perspective for you in order to get your Knight of Wands. Okay, do we want more? No, let's get a surrender card. And then we'll get a message from the universe for you. Leave it there. I'm sorry. This is harsh truth for you. And take it, if this is your reading, this is your reading. If it's not, if it triggered you though, it's probably your reading. If you're probably like, no, I'm not, and you're like, probably is for you. Okay. Surrender to silence. Yes, whoever I'm connecting to, it does feel like you're always talking. It doesn't feel like you shut up. It just feels like you talk and you talk and you talk to hear your own voice. You're also coming across very loud to me. Like you're a very loud individual. You want Yeah, you talk over people. Yeah, it's just you don't want to hear what anybody else has to say, sort of thing. Okay, surrender to silence, and you accuse others of doing this, but really, it's actually you. Um, Surrender to the silence. Okay, in quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. So, yeah, surrender to the silence of your own mind. Like, stop talking and start listening. Okay? Um, yes, you can be defensive over things that actually weren't your fault, but listen to things that actually are your fault. Don't dismiss it and then be mad at the people for not being on your side when they point something out to you, okay? And start listening to yourself and listen to other people, okay? It starts with listening to yourself, though. I feel like that will help you to open up and to connections more. Okay? Okay, what advice does Spirit have for you? Alright. For you, it says overrate your intuition. So it means your intuition is stronger than you think, but there's an element here of you don't follow it, you don't surrender to that silence, you're just too busy talking that and not listening, that you fail to see your own intuition. You fail to see that you have guidance. You just need to see things from a different perspective. And for some of you, I don't feel like you are the life suckers. I feel like someone is sucking the life out of you and you need to move away from them. Right? But you just need to take a perspective in order to see this. You need to surrender to silence, because whoever I'm connecting to, I do feel like you talk and you talk and you talk and talk and talk and talk, and you even talk to yourself. You never shut up. Like, you never shut up. Crazy. Sorry. No. Yeah. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean like you need to be silent. Okay? And listen to your intuition. Okay? This reading is definitely gonna offend somebody. Okay. And I'm so sorry if it offends you. But again, Spirit doesn't always, a reminder, Spirit doesn't always tell us what we want to hear, but it definitely does tell us what we want to hear and what we're ready to hear. And because I have no filter when I channel, this is why you are drawn to this reading, because you obviously need to hear this message, or maybe you're drawn to this reading because someone else needs to hear this message, so you're hearing this message to be like, to share it with the person that needs to hear this message. And I say this, I am truly sorry if my channel what I download offends you. But remember, it's not coming from me. It is coming from spirit, your spirit guides, and what you need to hear. So, if you want to comment negatively, giver, right? That's totally up to you. But at any rate, this is obviously a message that somebody needs to hear. Okay? All right, good. And I'll be honest with you, maybe there's a little bit, except for the talking part and stuff like that, maybe, in the past I could have used this. Honestly, somebody could have said that to me, and, that would have saved me probably a lot of headache. But I had to learn things on my own. But I was never really a talker. Let's just put it that there. Anyways. Okay, moving on to pile 3. Okay, clearing the energies. First, we're going to clear the energies from that. And then we'll move on to pile 3. Okay. 1. Clearing. Alright, calling in the energies of the spirit guides, angels, higher self. Anybody who wants a message delivered to pile 3 viewers, please, spirit. 1. Nice. Okay, good. Okay, let's use these guys. Alright, pile 3, if you came here today. What does pile 3, what is their current energy right now for pile 3? I'm hearing someone like saying, almost shouting, "You're here, you're here." And a lot of excitement around that. So that could resonate for you. This could be. Alright, so let's see what your energies are. Pile 3. Alright, so your current energy, you are sitting in the 8 of Wands energy. Okay. Your challenge. What is your challenge? Challenge is King of Wands. Okay, and your potential outcome is the World. And your current outcome is okay. So, energy right now, you are in the 8 of Wands energy. So, you are thinking about possibly taking a risk of some sort, to do with an organization. Okay. A risk to do with an organization. Challenging you at this time is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Is your challenge. Okay, so your challenge is maybe your goals, or Yeah, as your goals is also your imagination being up in your head, I am feeling. This could be challenge of a person, Aries, Leo, Sag, like I said. Or you could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. But in any regard, somebody is up in their head making a decision. Um, and the challenge to crows are messengers, so it's like you're waiting on a decision almost from perhaps a King of Wands. Okay, your potential, once we pull the cards of advice that you need right now, your potential is this. The world. The world is your oyster. Bees are about birthing something new, birthing prosperity, birthing something sweet with the honey. Um, yeah, it's also about partnerships and new beginnings. However, if you just don't take the advice from Spirit and you continue on the path that you are on, you will be in your Queen of Swords energy. So not bad. Not bad. I don't feel this is a bad card. I feel like well, actually, I don't feel like it's a bad card, but I do feel like, and this is a female energy, not gender specific, just a feminine energy. Okay, so this could be you or someone around you. There's worry. I'm feeling if you don't take the advice that Spirit gives you, you're leading down a path of worry. Okay? Being all up in your head. Difficulty. Not being able to make a decision. I am feeling that maybe that is the energy you will be in if you do not take the advice from Spirit. Okay, so what advice does Spirit have for you? Alright, let's see what Spirit says you need to do to get to the world. Okay, do what you love. Okay, so there's an element here of you need to do more of what you love and less of what you don't love. Okay, and be patient. Speak up. Speak up for what it is you actually want and take the lead. Okay, take the lead towards what it is you want. Go for your dreams and face your own shadows. Okay. Let's see what else. What else should you do? Let's use these guys here. Accept what is. Accept what's happening right now. How things are going. Reveal your radiance. Your light illuminates the world here. I got. Okay, so there's an element here of you wanting to do something that maybe your heart isn't truly in it, but right now, okay? That's the energy I'm getting. So that's what's going to lead you to more difficulty, more lack, stuff like that, okay? Is by not embracing who you are and what you love to do. And the element of patience, so the element of patience, sometimes we have to wait for the good that's about to come in for us. If we try to control and we try to, basically control the situation, sometimes we actually put resistance within our own path. But there's also an element that you don't say what you need to say when you have to say it. So there is an element, people don't know what you want if you don't speak up about it, okay? So there's an element there that's something you need to do. And then you need to take the lead, not only in your own life, but just in general. You have to step up and be a leader, okay? And go for your dreams, don't just dream about the end goal. Live the dream as if you already have it, okay? And then face your own shadows. This is a big one. We have to understand our dark side, our shadow side, in order to grow, in order to heal, in order to move forward. We have to not make the same mistakes of the past, okay? So sometimes that requires us to look inward and then accept what is, accept what has happened in the past, accept what is going on now, accept where you are and how you got to where you are because of the choices that you made, and make a mental note to not make, if you recognize a shadow within a mistake that you made in the past, make a conscious effort not to make that same mistake moving forward, okay? So that's how the accepting what is coming through. And then, reveal your radiance. It's okay to let people know to be humble, to let people, to show vulnerability. To show vulnerability means helps you shine. It shows people your true side. It's okay for people to see you fail. It's okay to let people see fault. It helps people connect with you because they can relate to it, because nobody's perfect in this world. No one's perfect. So everyone will understand and have some compassion, and it'll help the compassion and the understanding grow in the first place, by letting people see your inner radiance, your truth. There's people that they're so worried about what other people think of them that they don't show, I want to say, they don't show emotion, they don't show their humor, they just don't show, they don't let people see much. And because they're worried if they let someone see a little bit of crazy, then people will view them as crazy. But here's the kicker. You look even crazier when you're so prim and proper and you're so perfect. People actually view you like a stick in the mud is popping in my head. They view you like, oh my god, like that person's weird, right? Because you're not showing you're weird. You're being so perfect that you're actually weird. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, but that's legit how it goes, right? So it's okay to show your humor. It's okay to let people see that your fault side. It's okay, like there's nothing wrong with that, and it'll help people connect to you more. But if you're never wrong and you're always perfect, then you're the weird one, like honestly. So yeah, and if you do that, the world, you will reveal something sweet, you will reveal something abundant, you will, right, you will move into this bee energy. All right, let's get a surrender card. Weird way for spirit to translate that, but okay. All right. I guess you gotta surrender to that. Okay. Card down. Okay, so you have to surrender, to the habit of people pleasing. Okay. Whoever I'm connecting to, it feels like people pleasing is a big thing. So I don't know why, but I'm actually picturing someone dressed, living in a big, like almost like a mansion, dressed to the nines. You know, I'm actually picturing somebody in a suit, a male, in a suit, dressed to the nines. Your energy is very reserved, you were told not to express emotion. Yeah, I'm hearing chatter. Like your childhood wasn't fun. I'm hearing you weren't allowed to do many things. I'm hearing like, don't do that. What will they think? Act your age. Be good. Right? I'm just hearing a lot of there's just an element here of you were not allowed to you're not allowed to express yourself, or you got to the point where you didn't express yourself, and now it's like you're this stick in the mud, like you don't feel happy. Yeah. It feels like you pleased people in the past to a point of your own happiness, and wow, now you don't have to be a rich man. This could just relate to any of you, really. But yeah, it's a It's not a good energy that I'm picking up on. But speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. Okay, this for you, this feels like a very deep, inspiring thing. Like, I'm getting it's feeling like it's hitting me deep in my heart. So whoever I'm connecting to, it's hitting you deep in your heart. It's yeah. I feel sad for you that you had to grow up in this environment or however. Um but understand, whoever you are, you don't have to live in this energy anymore. Like, you don't have to do this. You can take your freedom and your strength and stuff and stop being up in your head. Um, you can move forward who you want to be, and you don't have to like speak up and take the lead. And the people pleasing, you have to accept yourself for who you are. You have to take the lead in your own life. You have to speak up about what you want and stop people pleasing. Okay. I think this will be a very transformative message for whoever I'm connecting to here. And this will bring you into the world, new beginnings and partnership. I feel like whoever I'm connecting to as well, because you feel very reserved, you feel very closed off, you feel very prim and proper, you can't make connections with other people, okay? Yeah, you can't make connections with other people because you can't show that vulnerable side. You can't show that real side of you. And I feel like if you take this advice from Spirit, that Spirit is giving you right now, you'll be able to move forward. Not only showing the real you, but becoming happier, and just you'll be able to connect with people more. And it's going to be strange for people around you at first because they're going to be like, oh my God, what's happening to so and so? Like, they may not trust it at first, but be patient with yourself. Have compassion with yourself, and just don't worry about what they think. Don't, because I have an element of, because people will be taken aback by the real you, that you'll be have a element within you that'll want to shut down and go back to being just reserved. And I feel angry with this energy. It's not a energy that I would like to be in. So I can understand why it's an energy you, deep down, you wish to break free from. Okay? And Spirit is saying, give her, go for it. Do it. Break free. Okay, let's get a message from the universe, and then I'll leave the reading there. Yeah, break free, be yourself, I'm hearing. Find your sacred flow. Yeah, you got N a 12. And 12 is a very powerful number, right? You got 21, so you got 21, 12. So really, you got mirroring numbers here. So look that up. Look up 21, look up 12, and then look up 21, 12, okay? And see if those have meaning for you. So just enter in your browser the meaning, spiritual meaning of, okay? And find your sacred flow. Come back to yourself. In this, I feel you lost yourself long ago. You really did. You lost yourself long ago because of everyone else's expectations of you. You weren't allowed to be a child. You weren't allowed to express yourself, and when you did, you were shot down because of it. Because of how people would view you, right? And remember, this is not your energy. That energy does not belong to you, and you can literally say that to yourself. That energy doesn't belong to me. Okay? You can 100% say that and give that energy back to your parents, your social society. Know that that was never your energy to take in the first place. Call your energy back to yourself, okay? And be who you want to be. Alright, okay. I think I will leave that there. So much love and light to you. Take care on your journey. Good luck.